Hi guys, this is Sadik from Dotwin.com. In this video, we'll show you how to flash a stock firmware on the Moto G54 and the G64. So please take a backup of all the phone's data and let's get started. So if you are on a custom ROM and want to go back to the stock ROM, you may use this approach. Apart from that, if you want to manually update your phone, you may again use this approach. Likewise, the phone is currently in a Bootloop or a softbrick state, then also this will come in handy. If only your phone is in the hardbrick state in the EDL mode, then you will not be able to use this mode. Apart from that, for doing a manual upgrade, then flashing manual firmware or going from custom to stock, fixing bootloop issue, softbrick issue, in all these approaches, this will come in handy, but it will also remove all your phone's data. So please take a backup and then let's get started. So there are a couple of ways for that. Easiest way is to use a fastboot script. So I'll show you that. So for example, go back to stock from custom and also disable Android verified boot and update the phone. So in all these cases, this will come in handy. First and foremost, please get the firmware for your phone from this site for the Motorola G54 and G64 from here. So I have linked this. So you will see at the very end some code name. So this is the code name for the region. In our case, it's the written, which is for the India build. I've given the link for all of them. You could see MX is Mexico or Latin America. Then we have the Asia Pacific. It's usually in this you will get the APAC, then Retar, Retin are all of these. For Europe, you have these code name. So please have a look at the code name for your region and only get the exact same firmware only, which is for your region only, or else the cross flashing might have some issue with the modem and calls and network 4G, 5G. So please don't flash any other region firmware. Only use the one which is for your phone. In our case, it's the Retin build. So once you have got it, now come three approaches. The first one is the Lenovo Rescue and Smart Assistant tool. This hardly works for me, so one of the worst tools from any OEM till date. So I will not use this tool. Then you have the second approach, which involves you manually flashing the firmware. This always works for you, but this is quite a lengthy approach and quite a risky one in some cases. For example, let me show you the tool which I have over here, ROMs. This is the one for our phone now. Inside that you see a flash file.xml. Open the file via Notepad++ or Notepad, and then you will see all the codes are given here. First off, this is the file name and flash, and this is the partition name. Preloader, same for all the cases. So you may make a manual flashing command. You may open a Notepad, and in that case, write something like this. Let me show you. So first off, okay, keep for all. Let's open a new tab. Type in fastboot flash. Then after that, type in the partition name, which let's say from here, lk.im. It's the lk. Partition name is given at the very end, and then the file name, which is lk.img. So in the same way, you have to make a command sheet for all of these. This will take a lot of time and effort. So it's not recommended to take this. If you want, you may do so. But then again, it will take a lot of time and manual efforts. So let's skip that as well. Then we have the third method, which is the best one out there, the most easiest one as well, which is the tiny fastboot script. So let's use this method. So in that case, you have to first boot a phone to fastboot mode. So for that, enable the USB debugging on your phone, and also it requires an unlock bootloader. If you haven't done so, then please have a look at my article and get the job done. First off, you have to type in the command of fastboot OEM get unlock data. You will then get a data. So email this data to Motorola. They will then email you a code. So use that code in over here under fastboot OEM unlock the code. The video is there in my article as well. Have a look at that and unlock the phone's bootloader. Anyways, most of you might have done so already. So now let's go to about phone, type on build number 7 times. Then go to system dev options. And from there, enable USB debugging. Tap on OK. You might get one more prompt. Tap on allow. And with this, the debugging is now enabled. Let's first verify it. So for that, get the platform tool from my article, the Android FCK platform tools. Just give me a second. And these are the files of platform tools. Now type in CMD over here, hit the enter key. Then type in the command of ADB devices. Verify you are having an ID. As you could see, we are having this ID. If that's all fine, now boot the phone to the fastboot mode. The command is ADB space reboot bootloader. Hit the enter key. The phone should now be inside the fastboot mode. In case the phone is in the, you could say, bootloop state or a softbrick state, then first off, long press the power key to turn off the phone. Then press and hold the volume down and power key for a few seconds and the phone will now be inside the fastboot mode. So I'm again repeating. First off, long press the power key to turn off the phone, and then press and hold the volume down and power key for a few seconds. Then the phone will be in the fastboot mode, as you could see. When that is done, and you should be having the firmware as well. So moving on, once you have got the firmware, it's in the fastboot mode now. So now type in the command of fastboot devices and verify that you should be getting an ID. Let's just verify it once. If that is not the case, so install the fastboot drivers onto your PC. The link is given here. Install it. Then do a right click on the Windows icon and choose Device Manager. Expand the Android phone section now and verify your phone is shown there under the Android phone section as ADB interface or ADB bootloader interface. Anyone will do. Anyways, moving on. Now get the tiny fastboot script and place the script inside the firmware folder. This is the firmware folder, and this is the script flash.bat. So we have got it as well. Great. Now everything is done. Let's now launch the script. So flash.bat. Please make sure to install. So first off, you have to install the drivers. Verify that is the case. So in that case, type in 1 to install the Motorola drivers by default and hit the enter key. I have done so that already. So you will not see that over here. In my case, I have installed all the drivers. So when that is complete, now we can flash the firmware file. So just type in the number 5, which is flash full firmware, and do a factory reset. So factory formatting is a must. So please do a phone formatting. For that, type in 5 and hit the enter key. And after that, you will get a warning. If that's all fine, again hit the enter key. And the flashing will now start. It will first check your phone and then flash all the files in the respective partitions. Give it some time. While the flashing is going on, your phone will undergo a reboot to the fastboot mode. Once again, you could see rebooting the bootloader, and it will flash all the files in the slot A. You could also verify the flashing process by opening this file in a Notepad++, and then you could see what all is going on in the backend. All the commands are given here and how it's working. If you want, you may have a look at that. Anyways, give it some time, around 4 to 5 minutes, for the flashing to get over, and let's just wait. So guys, as you could see, the flashing is now over, and you will see this message. All the tasks are done. There were 0 errors, but the phone will stay in the fastboot mode. Now you could either press the power key once or use the fastboot reboot command. So let's just press the power key, and we should now be inside the OS. But the first booting up will take up some time. So let's just wait. So this will help you fix the fastboot or the bootloop issue, the softbrick issues, then help you go back to the stock ROM from any custom ROM, manually do an update as well. You just have to place the flash all.bat file inside the required firmware, and that is it. And you can get the firmware from this website. Verify that it should be of your region only. So for example, I'm using the written build. You can get for all the region from this only. Just switch to the required region. As you could see, it has for all the ones. This is our phone's code name, and this is the official build. So go to the region and then get the firmware of your choice from here and extract the firmware zip file. Then place the flash.bat file. There are 2 versions of the flashing script. One is the English and the one is the Chinese. Use the English one obviously, and then just launch it. You only have to boot the phone to fastboot mode, and that is it. So you may either use the power and the volume keys or simply use the ADB reboot command. The choice is all yours, and you could see I was on a custom ROM and now I'm back with the stock ROM. So let's get started with the setup process. This will take just a few seconds. So let's complete this. If you want, you may now insert the SIM card and connect to Wi-Fi, link your Google account, restore all the app data. But that will take a lot of time. So let's skip all of that for now. And let's just boot to the OS. Let me skip this for now as well. This is done. More. Accept. And that, okay, turn this off. The email one, turn it off. More. Next. Next once again. Gestures are fine. Next. Just a few more seconds are remaining. The dark theme is fine. Let's use that. Next and finish. Our task is now done, as you could see. So go to the home screen. So guys, that's all from this video. If you have any query, let me know in the comment section. And thank you for watching the video.